All right, Pac-Manians, here we are with the third page of 10.6, which is just more problem solving. Let's take a look. So Edgardo has a drink cooler that holds 10 gallons of water. Yeah. He's filling the cooler with a 1 quart container. So he's taking a 1 quart container, boom, right? We've all done this. Fill it up a little bit at a time, right? So he's using a 1 quart container. So we're going from gallons to quarts, right? Gallons to quarts. Always keep that in mind. What's our conversion? Where are we going from? If they give you 10 gallons and it says 1 quart, I'm going from gallons to quarts because we don't know how many quarts that is. And my question, how many times will he have to fill the quart container to fill this entire cooler? So how many trips is he going to make with this 1 quart thing? All right. So first make a table to show the relationship between gallons and quarts. You can use a conversion table to find how many quarts are in a gallon. So we just use our chart the way it was to begin with. You don't really need to do all of this, right? If I have 10 gallons, quarts are smaller, so I'll need more, so I'll have to multiply. So if I look at my chart and I go to gallons, I know there are 4 quarts in a gallon, right? It says it right there. And it's a whole number. That means I'm going to multiply, which makes sense. I just times it by 4 and I get 40. So that's what we're done. We're done right there. Quarts. 40 quarts is 10 gallons. If I want to fill in my chart, this is a function box. It's times 4. 1 times 4 gives me 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. And of course, 10 times 4 is 40. So just keep using the conversion chart. All right. Then look for a rule to help you. So the number of gallons times 4 is the number of quarts, right? He's gonna need to do it 40 times. Easy peasy, right? So all of this just to say use the chart. Okay. What if Edgardo only uses 32 quarts of water to fill a cooler? How can you use your table to find how many gallons that is? So what would we do if we wanted to go from quarts to gallons? I'd look at my chart and I would go to quarts. And then I would go to gallons and it says 1/4. So I would take the quarts. So you take the quarts, 32 quarts, and divide by 4. Okay? Just use the chart. What's 32 divided by 4? I'll write it down while you figure that out. 32 divided by 4 is 8. So it'd be 8 gallons. Boom. All right, and finally, number 3, if Edgardo uses a 1 cup container to fill the cooler, how will that affect the number of times he has to fill a container to fill the cooler? So instead of using a quart, he's going to use a cup. How is that going to affect the number of times? Well, cups are smaller, right? So he's going to have to do it more times. He's going to have to do it a bunch more times. He will need to make more trips. Okay, and how many cups are in a gallon? 16, right? 16 cups in a gallon. And if you just did the math really quickly, what is 10 times 16? 160. You have to make 160 trips, right? 4 times as many. All right, boom. Now we got just 2 more pages left.